So, when I say I hate this gun, what's going on, guys and trails? I'm Jimmy. I got something, and some things not so special, and some things that are special. So let's go ahead and get into it. So I did a couple gun reviews in the channel. So slowly building the gun stuff up. Alongside with the trails and everything. One thing before I even talk about anything, this gun was actually my third gun that I own. With that being said, obviously I've fired my first one. I didn't get a chance to fire the Ruger LC9 that I mentioned in one of the previous videos. This one I did get to fire in the range before all the apocalypse happened. And we gotta talk about some things about this gun. So here we have the Smith & Wesson SD40VE. Okay, SD means self-defense. Obviously, it's a 40 caliber, and VE is for value enhanced. Now, with that being said, let's talk about some things about this. Obviously, there's no bullets in the chamber, nothing in the magazine, nothing empty, and empty. Right? Oh boy, what do I say first? I'm gonna run through a list of the bad things, okay, and then we're gonna talk about the good things. So the bad things, first and foremost, like I said, I did have a chance to go to the range before all the craziness happened, right? Now, I did shoot some targets. Okay, I have the targets here. Before I get into this, let me tell you this. Before that, I've never ever shot a 40 caliber pistol. Probably a bad mistake because I didn't know what I guess you have to shoot a number of calibers to get an experience of what rounds you're used to. Needless to say, I'm used to 22s because I do have a Walther P22, but I fired this one again first gun firing at 40. This gun is number one, is powerful as hell. Okay, it's powerful as hell. Number two, the grip, it's okay. Now, with that being said, like I said, it's powerful as hell. So with power comes a lot of recoil, right? As you see, nothing really hit the bullseye, and nothing really engaged with the centerpiece, right? Everything hit outside. Now, as I'm shooting, right, it's going to the left. The bullets are hitting to the left. At first I thought it was my grip, so I changed it. Okay, I had my I'll show you guys. I had my first grip was how I usually hold the gun, which would be right here down. Okay. Seeing that the recoil is a little powerful, so I went ahead and I hit I utilized this little, I guess, thumb rest here. So I did that, and nothing really changed. But it did handle the recoil better by doing this, right? By putting my thumb on that thumb rest. I was a little sketchy because as you obviously pull the trigger, this slide goes back for less than a second or less than a millisecond. So I got nervous by if I maybe got my finger, I guess like not stuck, but like I guess scraped in here. So I put it a little down, but I had it enough where it was on the thumb rest. Didn't make a difference. Again, all the bullets went left. So it's okay. Maybe it's bullets. And again, I'm gonna talk about bullets too, by the way. So I went ahead and did again another shot. Okay, took another round of another magazine. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I put 8 in here. Mind you, this comes with a 10 round magazine. Why did I shoot 8? Because 2 were failure to feed. Going back to this one, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Again, 8. So I had 2 failure to feeds. After those two magazines, I said, you know what? I can't even shoot anymore. So I did shoot a couple times. They were okay. Again, it just kept, you know, failing to feed. So that's it for targets. It was just going left. My shots were just going left. But you know, I know what to expect while shooting this gun. I know I obviously can't be right in the center. I kind of have to be, you know, toward the right a little bit. You know, just kind of aim to the right a little bit. Boy, oh boy. So that's that for shooting. Let's talk about the bullets for a second. So here are the magazines. Okay, here are the magazines. It comes with two 10-round magazines. I'm gonna say it comes with really two 9 or 8-round magazines. The reason why is because when I go ahead, I'm not gonna do it now, but when I go ahead and you know, load these with 10 rounds, it doesn't really, you know, it doesn't really click. You kind of gotta, you know, smash it in there. And I know it's known for you know, for pistols to do that, but I mean, if you know, I happen to get in a gunfight, you know, I don't want that extra thought of, you know, having to, you know, kind of push it up twice, you know, with some, you know, a good amount of pressure, because that first time won't, you know, it'll just slide right out. So I mean, if that makes sense. Now, if you know, when I do take, you know, one bullet out, that's, you know, 9. And it had no issue. You know, with loading the magazine in the gun, which is a good thing. So that's why I keep 9. Yeah, let's talk about bullets. So here I have the Hornady Critical Defense 40. And there's a picture right here. And these are the hollow points. I did not shoot these. I didn't shoot these bullets. I shot these. Now, quick story. So when I had the failure to refeed with these two, right? I didn't, you know, walking away from that and, you know, thinking, what could have possibly happened? I thought it was, you know, the bullets. Well, here's what happened. I'm going to unlock these. By the way, these are the Ogulia 40. These are the full metal jackets. Of course, I keep the hollow points for self-defense, you know, everyday carry, or, you know, if I carry. So these are full metal jackets. Now, let me show you what happened. And I'm not lying about when I say, you know, the failure to refeed, to feed. So this is what I still have left. These I didn't fire yet. These is what, you know, were failure to feed. You can see it right there, right in the center. In the center, where you can see it right there, right in the middle, in the center. You know, it struck it, but it didn't, you know, hit it, I guess, hard enough for it to fire. So, you know, I went ahead and did it again, and you know, same thing. And it just, you know, 5 that were failure to feed. So I wasn't too happy about that. And this box wasn't cheap. For a box of, was it 50? Paid about 25 bucks. You know, so, but you know, I went and got these for target practice, and you know, 5 out of almost, you know, what, 50. That's not really good. I guess that's not really good for target practice. So I'm gonna keep these still, and you know, obviously use these. I'm not gonna let it go to waste. Now let's talk about the gun. So this, one thing I gotta say, holding it is probably the most comfortable, you know, pistol you can hold. I mean, I'm not even gonna lie. Just the way that it feels in your hand, it just feels, you know, really good. Man, I have, you know, a slightly bigger hand, but even feeling it, it's just like, it just feels good. It feels right in the hand. And then obviously when you fire, it's just a whole different story. It does have a iron front sight and 2 polymer rear sights. I don't really know how I feel about that. I gotta say, man, I don't know. I still don't know. I'm still on the fence there. But anyways, you have your bullet indicator right there. Okay, so safety, the safety is going to be in the trigger right there. Obviously there's something in the chamber, so if I go ahead and try to push it from the top there, it won't. Your finger obviously has to be right there towards, obviously towards the middle to go ahead and fire. So I do that, fired. You have your rails right here if you want to put a laser or a flashlight. I mentioned before in my videos, if you don't really carry this or any type of gun, you don't want to really invest too much in a sight or in a laser if you don't really plan on using it for an everyday carry for any purpose really. But I gotta say, I'm probably not gonna invest in anything in this gun due to the fact that the issues that I had. So this slide right here, I think it was kind of helpful in range. Because I was just shooting and loading it, loading it. I didn't have issue, but I did have issue when I was practicing dry firing. That this I feel like they did an okay job, but obviously when you're shooting you're shooting your first 2 magazines, your hand feels a little different. And again, this is a powerful ass gun, but my hand was a little shaky. Again, I never shot at 40, but I'm used to it now because I know what to expect. I know the recoil. I know where to place my hand. I know what pressure to put on my dominant hand, which will be the trigger fingers. I feel like they did exaggerate this a little bit. So I do shoot right-handed, and obviously I use my left hand to go ahead and cock it back. But you see, if I'm using my left hand, I had to really kind of be on the edge there instead of having a thumb placement here to help me assist pulling it back. So they kind of exaggerated from just by doing this. There's no thumb placement, which is again not too bad. I'm not that picky when it comes to guns anyways, but that's the issue that I had. Now, one more good thing I have to say about this, firing it, obviously the slide goes back, so there's a good amount of gap for my skin not to get ahead and get chipped by this slide. So it's a good guard right there. Okay, it's pretty thick, and it wasn't an issue. Now let's talk about the bad stuff. Like I said, recoil wasn't beginner friendly, but again, I know what to expect now. Come next time at shooting this, and I know what bullets to not use. Okay, maybe it's just the way I pull the trigger. I don't know. I don't know, to be honest. Now, would I rely on carrying this every day? I would say this. I would if this is the only gun that I owned. That should give me an answer. I do like the mag release though, and this is stainless steel, so it won't rust. Lubricate it, clean it, do what you gotta do. It won't rust. Now, as far as the trigger, now I looked at reviews before I even got this gun. Okay, and everybody was saying how spongy, I guess, the trigger is. I didn't know what they meant by that until I got it and shot it. But it is spongy, but it's not that bad. So the reset isn't bad. This is what I do like about it. The reset it's not long, it's not too short, it's just about right. So show you guys this. So from right here, okay, trigger on the finger. I'm gonna push it. You see how already there's nothing is pulling the inside, the mechanism for the trigger. Yeah, it's just spongy as it is. It's kind of loose a little bit. And I know it's not because of its use or whatever. I guess that's just how Smith & Wesson made it. So right off the bat, you already have your sponginess already, happening, which is not a deal breaker. But this is what I do like. So right here, firing. And it's not, again, like I said, it's not too short, but it's not too long. So if I go ahead and pull it there, it's okay. Now the reset is perfect. So right here, see, perfect. So it's good for quick firing, but that recoil, it it won't get you accurate hits. It just won't. Once you're, doing a quick fire, it just won't. You're kind of doing like a pray and spray. So that's it for the Smith & Wesson SD40VE review. I don't go too deep into, all the mechanisms and all the fancy words. I just keep this simple for the beginner to learn, or, if you want to go ahead and do your research, you find this video and, you just want some simple, I guess, information about the gun. That's just what I give. So I recently got this too. This is the holster. I did get this on eBay. It was like 20 bucks. I forgot what kind of brand is it, but I'll go ahead and put a picture right here and show you guys. So this is a perfect holster. It's not uncomfortable at all. I think it's just right for the gun. So that's how it looks like inside. Bam. Concealed carry. Always do the inside the waistband, because you can't do outside the waistband here. Massachusetts, they have these crazy laws and everything. Whatever. But like I said, it's perfect. The trigger is definitely covered, both sides. Your mag release is still there. That's kind of what I look at the most, because who knows if I go ahead and put something in my pocket and then I accidentally hit the mag release there. But it's nothing to worry about. I did loosen these screws up, because when I did put the gun in, it was kind of hard to get out. And when you're doing concealed carry, you don't want to go ahead and try to fight your gun before you fight the fight. So I loosen it up easy. Fits perfect. Clicks in. You clip there, nice and strong, durable. This is definitely durable for the price. Kind of impressed, surprised, but it's a good Kydex material. Anyways, that's it right there for the Smith & Wesson SD40VE. Man, I wish I could just show you guys the range, me at the range shooting it, but we can't until further notice. But anyways, so that's it right there. Make sure you go ahead and like and subscribe. Go ahead and leave a comment, let me know what you think, or if you have this gun, and let me know if what issues or issues you didn't have owning it or shooting it. Oh, one more thing, I also did get a box of Winchester full metal jackets right here, and I haven't shot those yet. So I just hope it's not the gun itself. I kind of hope it's the bullets, but I don't know yet. So I haven't shot at the range in a minute. So hoping to do that soon. Anyways, go ahead and subscribe. We are on a journey to getting 1,000 subscribers. So if you do subscribe, that would be greatly appreciated. Again, this is Guns and Trails. I'm Jimmy. We're signing out. Peace.